Hello students, welcome to this ethics class. Today we will discuss 2014 question 14. Again, you should have attempted this question before watching this video. This is the first part of the question. These are the sub questions that you need to answer. Primarily, you need to suggest not only socio-cultural reasons but also emotional and attitudinal reasons. And you need to suggest feasible steps. And in your answer, you need to even mention educated rural youth, landless poor, and some farmers who are selling off their land and trying to settle in urban areas and taking up petty jobs. So let us see. Urban bias in development, crony capitalism, centralization, trickle-down economics, and valueless and poor quality of governance that results in poor performance of rural areas in socio-economic indicators, etc., have resulted in serious neglect and backwardness of rural areas. So this also creates low employment opportunities for educated youth who are migrating to urban areas in search of jobs. This is socio-economic reason. And they are also migrating in search of new identities and values of urban areas like liberty and rationality. These are the emotional and attitudinal factors. Then landless labor are migrating for employment opportunities and also to create new identity and be free from caste and other social discriminations imposed in rural areas. And we can see another another driving factor. Growing materialism and consumerism is also driving rural urban migration for all. That is another attitudinal and emotional factor. Value factor. Some farmers are even selling their land to settle in urban areas and are even taking up petty jobs. Significant bandwagon effect can also be seen without much thought process. So we see in society a lot of bandwagon effect. So if someone is going to urban areas or someone is going to foreign, people tend to follow them. People don't know exactly, people have very little information. They do not comprehensively think of the problem. When someone else is doing it, they themselves try to do it. That is called bandwagon effect. And such bandwagon effect occurs because of lot of misinformation. Also certain misinformation which unreasonably glorifies urban life also boosts migration. It's not like urban life is completely better. Especially the life in slums is very difficult. Life in unorganized sector is very difficult. And also living in polluted environment, congestions, heavy traffic is also difficult. So there is also certain misinformation that unreasonably glorifies urban life, and there is lot of bandwagon effect. Then there is growing materialism and consumerism, and people are migrating in search of new identities like rationality, liberty, and to be from artificial social distinctions. So other than the socio-economic reasons, these are the other reasons. So what are the feasible steps that we can take? Addressing economic issues of rural areas like jobs, industries, improvement of productivity and value addition of agriculture and allied industries like food processing industries. Improvement in rural governance. The governance has been a major problem. That is why people have been migrating. With the decent, if governance was there, governance was proper, then problems would have been solved and people would have preferred to live in rural areas itself. So we need improvement in rural governance with decentralization, accountability, inclusiveness, values in governance, better targeting of social welfare schemes that improve socio-economic indicators and create certain basic facilities. So they improve the socio-economic conditions in rural areas and also the value system. And social value change in rural areas, addressing values like patriarchy, caste-based distinction, etc. So when rural areas adopt good values, then people might want to stay in rural areas itself. This may require campaigns, social movements, public discourse, etc., replacing growing materialism and consumerism with values of sustainability and rationality by showing their ineffectiveness in happiness, economy and future. And also we need to address the misinformation and bandwagon effect. If people want to move to urban areas, it's fine, but they have to know complete information and they should make an informed decision. So if they only follow bandwagon effect, they may be more miserable. That is also we need to take care of. And we need value change in rural areas. We need governance change in rural areas. These will address the socio-economic issues. So if we see, it comes to around 254 words. These are some of the feasible steps. These are some of the socio-economic and other value, emotional and attitudinal reasons. So you can write more and expand your answer. That is all. Thank you.